Alright, and hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and we are right now in the Sea of Sorrows. We just want to complete it off with the maze here in Final Fantasy X. Now, what we're going to have to do here is that we're going to be battling out with the last Seymour phase. Now, this is Seymour Audimus. Now, this is an interesting type of battle, and as you guys go and see from behind Seymour here, is that there's some weird circles in the background. Well, for what those weird circles are all about is that for when he does go and transform into his said form, those circles are going to basically make his magic element appear for what is going to be happening. So if, let's say, for example, if Seymour becomes, let's say, a fire magic elemental, we want to be a little bit careful with that, because if we try to do anything fire related to him, it is going to try and heal himself up, just like how we did before when we had like Ifrit and whatnot. We were able to go and heal himself up with the different fire elementals magic spells that we have. Well, mind you, we do need to go and figure out what his weakness is going to be. Well, if you already know, well, fire is going to have to be weak to water. If we already know our Pokemon skills, we should be able to do quite a bit of significant damage on that. And throughout the different battles, he will go and change up his different elemental attacks, so just be careful, because he does have his electric and wind, and also with water as well. So just be a little bit worrisome on that. He does also have Dispel and Ultima as well. He kind of works in a little bit of like the Ultima weapon, because with his Ultima move. Now, mind you, I don't think it's going to hit for that much compared to how Ultima was for the Ultimate weapon portion. So just be a little bit careful with the amount of HP that you do have on all your guys that you do have. Unfortunately for me is that I don't really have all the type of the knight armor equipment for everybody. So unfortunately I can't really go and add in like the 10 to 20 and the 30% of that, because I wasted up all my stamina tonics throughout the time of that said Ultima battle previously from before, and also having to go and use most of those stamina tonics for a lot of money purposes wise as well too, right? But however, if we run into a problem, which I know that we haven't really went and run into a problem yet, but if there is a situation that is going to happen, well, we are going to have to use our special pal, the Zamato move on Yojimbo, just so that we can at least clear off with the game. I know that I don't really want to do it in the cheapo way, but if we run into that problem, we'll have to go and do it. So yeah, so here comes out with his Dispel, and if you do go and see that when his circles kind of light up into a more redder form that happens from here, you'll be able to know that his Ultima move is going to happen. And just try to make sure that you at least have some sort of chump blocker like an Aeon or something to at least somewhat kind of make sure that he gets hit with the move instead, without having everybody else try to get hit by that move. But either way, let's go into our next summon here. Now, this one's going to be an important type of summon, because at least when you go and have Enma on your team, you'll be able to get some interesting dialogue from Seymour himself, and he'll be able to go and say something like this in just a little bit here.
You would oppose me as well?
Yeah, originally before Enma worked with Seymour, but not anymore. It's going to be working alongside with us, so we're going to make sure that we'll light up with our Oblivion move, and that should be able to do quite a significant amount of damage. If you guys are curious about what his HP bar is, I believe it is at 80,000. So he's a little bit up there, like almost close to like where Ultima is, but so far we'll be alright. He's kind of like an Omega weapon status, I guess, if you want to kind of go and put it out that way. Alright, so now we're just going to have to try to figure out what we're going to have to do now, since we already used up most of our main Aeons at this point in time. I was thinking about probably using Riku and just try to set her up with using the Wings of Discovery and the other said moves, so that we could get like the Trio 99, but however, I didn't realize that so far with all the different attacking that I've been doing with Lulu and whatnot throughout this whole entire battle, since she was the main MVP of this time, she was able to get the last final bit of the knockout hits right here, and this is how we're going to be able to go and win pretty soon. Now, mind you, I will be having to go and take a little bit of a break with Persona 4, and that will just be because of the whole dominating machine robot that we have to go through, because since I already went and lost out on the first part of what's going on from that battle, I want to make sure that we at least get the EXP that we want, trade up everybody, make sure that they're all good and strong, and then we can go and come back to that and make sure that we ace on through everything that we need to do there. And there we go, and Seymour on this is down. No more Seymour. All that we have to do now is just let Yuna basically take Seymour to the far plains and never to be located again throughout any more type of parts here in this game. So at least we got ourselves a pretty nifty little trophy right there, so another reward.
Now, Yuna, send him.
Right.
Do your thing, Yuna. Make sure that you do it fast before he tries to wake up or anything, and then he tries to re-bring out that character again. I know that Square Enix always likes to do that sometimes, you know, and some of other type of JRPG games.
So, it is you.
I don't know if you guys ever recall from like some of those past JRPG games on the channel where I think it was probably Ni no Kuni, because like I know that when you had to battle with the White Witch, even though that like the first type of attack or the first phase that you go through, you already think that like basically at that point the White Witch should already be down and out, but nope, she's got like two other type of other phases that happen well for that to go on afterwards, which that's just more annoying. She got her Solgaleo form, and then she also has that weird type of mask form too. Now, unfortunately, the weird thing is that Yuna and Auron never got one, and I'm pretty certain that Auron and also Yuna have done their attacks. But maybe just because I went out of my way to use the summon move, I guess that didn't really work out as well to get the extra stuff, I guess. But anyways, we're going to end it off here today. See you guys in the next one, and peace.